I said, keep going.
If you're gonna make Shadow a villain, you cannot have him like be on Eggman status when it comes to all technology and shit. He has to have like a serious like an ulterior motive.
I mean, and if they were going to bring back the whole clone thing, they should have made it so that either A, the clone tries to surpass the original by becoming a good guy and succeeding, or surpass it by not only surpassing Eggman and try to conquer the world himself or something like that.
But I think it's pretty much assumed that, well, I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel that Shadow should not be a main character that should be kept around a lot. I honestly think at some point his character needs to be killed.
He shouldn't.
Not like, oh, shoot him in the head, but like he needs to go out doing something pretty badass.
No, you're right. You're right.
Because the problem with Shadow's character is, well, not only is he God, but having two characters on the same par as Sonic's strength, that really takes away what villains can do.
Well, actually, I was going to say, to me, he was kind of like Sonic and Knuckles combined. Like, he had Sonic speed, Shadow's strength, and Tails' intellectual ability.
Well, Knuckles' strength, but yeah.
That's what I said. I said Sonic's
strength.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, he had Knuckles' strength and Tails' IQ. So either A, make him something like what the Justice League did with the Mazo, where holy shit, we all need to band together to fight this threat.
Right.
If they were gonna do the clone thing and just
because Shadow as like a straight up good guy to me is kind of weird. Shadow as a government lackey to me is very weird.
It's dumb.
It doesn't make any sense.
I would hold a bit more of a grudge to the people who were responsible for the murder of who was pretty basically my sibling.
Yeah. You murdered my family, prepare to die.
Yeah.
And if you wanted him to be that kind of grudging guy against humanity, that could still work. Keep him doing that, but you can't keep a character like Shadow around for long. You just can't. Not to me, at least.
Yeah, so I think he should have been just another Knack the Weasel and just... Even Knack the Weasel, he's pretty much obsolete with Rouge the Bat around.
Yeah, but like even he had his own game, like where he was an important figurehead in the game. Mm-hmm. Like Shadow should be one of those things like, okay, use him in Sonic Adventure 2. Not counting Heroes or any of the other game appearances he made, he should probably have like 2 other games that he's a main focal point in, and then after that, he shouldn't exist anymore. Right. And I get fans, you love Shadow. I understand this. Shadow's a cool guy.
He could be like something unlockable in the games, but in the story, he wouldn't fit.
Character. He should not be in the storyline. Now, I understand that people like the character, and that's all well and good, but you got to also understand that if you like the character, then you will always love the character for what he did in his game and in his universe. You don't want to bring him back and have him do something shitty. Like you really
Shadow the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to bring him back for that. You don't want to bring him back and it's just like, oh, let's bastardize the story, but because people love him, they'll be fine with it.
I still hear people clamoring for a Shadow 2, and I'm like, they'd have to do a shit ton of things better than the original.
First off, how could they even make Shadow 2? What would be the storyline? It was other aliens? Or no. Shadow is actually not only an alien and a robot clone, he's also a cyborg from the future and the past at the same time. Now Shadow must fight past self, future self, Shadow in the present in order to save Maria so he could find the cure for AIDS. There you go, Shadow 2. Write it down.
Actually, when I first heard of it, I honestly thought I'm doing something like it would be like a James Bond type of thing because he was a secret agent now.
Oh God, that'd be the worst. He's just fucking he would just be screwing Rouge all day. That's all he'd be doing. Just like, cause Rouge looks like a Bond girl.
I think that's what they were going for with Shadow.
Well, I believe it. She's a secret agent who freaking loves... She's like Catwoman for the government.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think that's all we can really say on Shadow. He's not a long-lasting character that should be kept around forever. I'm sorry, guys.
No, he's not. I mean, I think he should appear in more games, but not be significant to the plot.
Yeah.
Like, unlockable stuff, like I said.
Yeah, it's like, oh, if you get all A rankings on this part, you can play a Shadow in Green Hill Zone. Yeah.
With infinite boost.
And Chaos Spears up the wazoo.
But
yeah, that's all we got right now. I'm Reggie Crow.
And I'm Rocket Brown, and we'll see you around.
And this was what makes Sonic games work. Right?
Right.
This is the name of the show. Sonic game? ? How does it work?